Good morning, class. Let us continue the same chapter, that is chapter 3, food and health. In our previous class we have already discussed about food, different types of nutrients, what are the role of those nutrients, junk food, right? In today's class we will be discussing about the diseases related to our lifestyle. Okay, now because of eating lots of junk food, okay, or carrying out unhealthy lifestyle, for example sleeping late at night or waking up early in the late in the morning, eating lots of junk food, okay, all these things leads to the abnormality in our body. Now that is referred to as your lifestyle diseases. Okay, so lifestyle disease is caused because of unhealthy lifestyle. Okay, under lifestyle diseases we will be considering 4 diseases: obesity, anemia, diabetes and high blood pressure. First let us discuss about obesity. Obesity, when does it occur? It occurs when you eat lots and lots of junk food or food which are more rich in fats. Okay, so what happened? How do you know that that particular person is obese? That person gains enormous amount of weight, okay, and has a fat deposition around his waist. So symptoms of obesity are excess weight gain, fat deposition around the waist, and that particular person is tired all the time. Regardless of not doing any work, he is tired all the time. Okay, so those are the symptoms of your obesity. How can you control obesity? By eating healthy food, by taking balanced diet, by avoiding food which are rich in fats. Okay, so next lifestyle disease is your anemia. Now how does this anemia occur? This occurs when you do not take the food which is rich in iron. Okay, now what are the different food which supplies you with iron? Iron is a mineral. Okay, so you have to take a food rich in iron because your iron is required for the formation of hemoglobin. Okay, now if your hemoglobin is not sufficient in your blood, the transport of the oxygen is also not going to take place properly. Okay, so in anemic person, the percentage of hemoglobin is less than the required amount. Now how can you increase the amount of hemoglobin in the blood? By taking the food which are rich in iron. So what are those food which are rich in iron? Your green leafy vegetable, beans, lentils, all these are rich in iron. So you should take food which are rich in iron in order to increase the hemoglobin percentage in your blood. Okay, now how do you know that particular person is anemic? The complexion turns out to be pale. Okay, and that particular person also gets easily tired. Even after walking for a short period of time, he or she easily gets tired. So what are the symptoms of anemic person? Pale skin, shortness of breath. That means that particular person finds it difficulty to breathe if he walks for a short period of time. Okay, and dizziness. Okay, he cannot continuously walk for a long period of time. Even if he is not walking or doing anything, he feels a bit dizzy. Okay, so those are the symptoms. How you know how to correct it? Include green leafy vegetables in your diet, include beans in your diet. Okay, that way the iron intake can be increased. Okay, so that's all about anemia. Next one is your diabetes. Now in case of diabetes, what happens is the blood sugar level, that is glucose, is more in amount in the blood of that particular portion. Now how does that happen? That occurs because of maybe eating unhealthy food like junk foods, okay, or it might happen because of no exercise, not carrying out any sort of exercise. Because of that also that particular person can be diabetic. So what are the symptoms of a diabetic patient? The symptoms of a diabetic patient is there will be more sugar level in the blood. That person will be frequently urinating, and when he urinates, around the urine you can see the ants hovering around. Okay, that suggests that that particular person might be diabetic, and he will be feeling thirsty and hungry most of the time. So those are the symptoms of a diabetic patient. How can you avoid these diseases? By not taking junk food, regularly exercising, not sitting in a one place for a longer period of time. Okay, by carrying out all these things, regular exercise and healthy food is very much important if you want to correct the lifestyle disease. Another one is your high blood pressure. Now what happens in a high blood pressure? Your heart pumps blood at a higher rate. Okay, now when your heart pumps blood at a higher rate, what happens? What takes in our first chapter, while discussing about circulatory system, we have discussed, right, from heart, arteries takes the blood to different parts of your body. So your arteries are under the stress because your heart is pumping blood at a faster rate. Okay, so that leads to a high blood pressure. Now what are the reason behind high blood pressure? Same thing, your unhealthy food, irregular exercise, taking food which is containing more amount of fats. Okay, all these leads to high blood pressure. So regular exercise and eating healthy food will help you in correcting this disease. Now symptoms of your high blood pressure are chest pain, okay, breathlessness or dizziness, excessive sweating might also occur. So these are the symptoms of your high blood pressure. How does it occur? Like I told you, because of maybe not following regular exercises, eating unhealthy food, or taking food which contain more amount of sugar or salt. Okay, all this results into high blood pressure. Next day we will be discussing about deficiency disease. Now deficiency disease is caused because of deficiency of certain nutrients in your food, in your diet. When you are not taking a balanced diet, certain disease might occur. We will be discussing about different deficiency diseases in our next class.